Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you what I consider the ultimate travel-friendly vlogging slash filmmaking kit. Now, to start off the whole kit, the centerfold of the entire thing is going to be the bag. And this bag comes from Peak Design. If you haven't heard of Peak Design before, they are a premium camera bag manufacturer. They make extremely beautiful, very nice, modern looking bags. The bag we're going to be using for this kit is the Peak Design Sling 5L. This is a super small, super compact sling bag, and you wouldn't think you'd be able to fit much in it, but trust me, you'd be surprised. Some of the main highlights of this bag are its water resistance. You can have this thing out in the rain and you don't have to worry about any of your kit being damaged or ruined from water. It also has a really nice padded strap. It's not super thick padding, but it's enough to keep the bag comfortable. Even when it's fully loaded, trust me, this thing is not going to get super heavy even when you pack everything in there. The strap is also easily adjustable with their nice pull system. You can just pull up and slide up to loosen the bag, or pull up and slide down to make it tighter. There's also a nice hidden front pocket on the bag that you can store your wallet, your cell phone, or any other accessories you can think to fit in there. And you can also loop around the main compartment zipper around the secret compartment zipper so it locks down the bag and no one can open it without you knowing. And there's also a pretty thick loop on the side of the bag that's meant to be for the Peak Design's capture system. But really, you could put anything you want on this side strap. You could probably even fit a small little tripod around it to carry it that way. Now, heading inside, this is where you're going to realize all the storage capabilities this bag has to offer. There are two side pockets. There are two removable foldable dividers. There's even a small tablet sleeve, which doesn't fit the newest iPad Pro, but may fit the iPad 9-inch. And the front flap actually has another pocket on it, which actually has more compartments inside for batteries and things like that. And if you use up all those compartments, you can still store stuff in the main pocket. But overall, this bag is super compact, extremely well built. It has a nice thick padding around the entire bag, so you don't have to worry about your equipment being damaged, you're bumped into and broken. It's gonna be nicely secure inside there. But now that we got the bag out of the way, let's go see what else is inside this ultra travel friendly vlog slash filmmaking kit. Now, before I start and go over the internals of this travel friendly vlogging slash filmmaking kit, sorry about the table. If you've noticed, it's just plywood. I'm actually building my own table for playing board games. I haven't finished the top yet. If you notice in the main first part of the video, if you check this side of the video, wherever, if it's the left or right to you, I don't know right now. There's actually some board games on the side here. I'm really into them, super nerdy. Whatever, not important, not part of this video. Now let's go over the internals here. Let's open this up. Again, this is the Peak Design Sling 5L, sorry. And opening up right here, you can see it's fully packed with my Sony gear because I'm a Sony shooter. I'm currently using my main camera, but this is my girlfriend's Sony a6300, and this is actually the main camera I shoot with all the time. Right now, I am using mine with the Sony 35mm f1.8, and that's usually here, and I usually leave it on the camera because that is my main lens for everything. And again, that would fit perfectly in here, no problems at all. And I also have a Manfrotto, I think it's the 323 quick release plate. And again, I leave that on my camera all the time. And again, it fits in here, no problem at all. Perfectly easy to take out and put back in. So that is main part of the gear. There you go, main camera. On this side over here, I have the Sony 50mm f1.8. I really love bokeh, I really love, you know, that nice low light performance. So I try to get prime lenses and I try to get them at the lowest f-stop possible. On this side, I have the Sigma 16mm f1.4. I just picked this lens up right now. I am going to do a review on it very soon. This is absolutely amazing lens, great performer. I actually filmed the entire opening of this video with this lens. It is fantastic. If the out of focus does look a bit off, blame it on this lens then. That will go into my review if it didn't perform as nicely as I hope it did, but we'll find that out later. So that is these two main compartments done with. And the side pocket over here, this is just storing some charging cables. I have just a micro USB cable and then, you know, an Apple USB adapter. Nothing fancy, that's just to plug into my charger so I can charge everything up. Then if you flip open this divider up here, flip that up. Underneath here, I actually have a Rode Video Mic Mini, I think? Oh, Micro. Video Mic Micro. Yeah, that's a lot. I actually have it disassembled just because I found that it was easier to store that way. It can fit inside here on this first level of this divider, no problem at all. But I did feel like I was kind of pushing it down and it was kind of gonna mess up this little suspension that it has. And I did not want to ruin that. But if you're lazy and you don't want to ever have to take it apart or put it back together, you can fit it entirely in there, all assembled, no problem. Then on this side, on this pocket right here, if you can see that, I actually keep my Tascam lavalier system in here. I'm actually using that right now, so it's not in there currently, but it will fit right in there perfectly. It's really small and skinny, so you can just leave it there and it actually doesn't interfere with anything at all. You can leave it there perfectly and this divider can still fold down, no problem. Now back here, I currently have nothing. In this tablet divider, I don't have anything in there currently, but sometimes I do keep my Edelchrome Slider 1 slider inside of there. It actually does fit nicely. It does make everything extremely tight and kind of presses the bag to its very limits. So if you are gonna put this in there, I suggest, leaving it in there some of the time, not all the time. When you really don't need it, you can take it out. But if you want to get really nice cinematic smooth slides, this is a fantastic piece of gear to keep with you. I did a review on this a little while ago, so if you want to go check that out, go ahead. I'll leave a link to that somewhere in this video. But again, this is a fantastic slider to have and it fits in this bag with everything already in there perfectly fine. Now going over the main compartment, the main pocket on the inside, you can slide that open. I actually have my dual battery charger in here. This is actually pretty thick, but it's like not very wide at all, so it fits in there nicely. I am on the lookout for a skinnier or thinner dual charger. This one is just a bit thick. It doesn't interfere with anything at all. It fits in there perfectly fine. I just don't like having this pocket bulged out so much, but it doesn't ruin anything. It's meant to stretch, so don't be too concerned about that. It's just personal preference. I prefer if it wasn't that bulgy because it doesn't really look that nice when you're opening up the bag. And then up here, where you have these nice little battery storage compartments, I actually have 2 additional batteries that are both completely dead. I'll put that on top of this. Actually, I'll put that up here. 2 additional batteries, both dead. I had to charge these. So hopefully this battery on this camera does not run out. Then I have a variable ND filter for both the 35, for the 35 that I'm using and the 50 right here. It works for both of these lenses, no problem, and it's fantastic. And then over here, I have 3 AAA batteries, rechargeable batteries for my Tascam lavalier system. That way I never have to worry about it running out of juice or dying on me. And that's basically it. That's all that's inside the bag here. And then last thing, I forgot about the secret compartment. Up here, I actually have this lens shifter. It was a Kickstarter project a while ago. I don't know, I didn't support it on the Kickstarter. I found it on Amazon about a few months back, and now I think it's only like $20, $15. So if you can find it, make sure to only pay $15. Do not pay more than $15 for this piece of plastic and metal. It's not worth that much money, honestly, but it is a fantastic little focus shifter, honestly. If you just want something simple to put on your lenses, not worry about having these poles going underneath your camera or anything like that, just want something really simple just to shift focus. This is fantastic. Again, I always look for the most portable, compact things, so this works perfectly for me, and you just wrap it around your camera lens. It actually extends. It can be shorter or longer, and then you just tighten it up with this once you got it on your lens, and then you can shift focus very nicely. This metal weight on the bottom really helps keep everything nice and smooth while you're shifting focus. Fantastic piece of gear to have in your kit. I'd highly recommend it. And then that's basically it. On the side here, actually, there is my Spyder Holster Lite, my Spyder Holster Lite Pro. I believe that's what it's called. I'm actually just bought the Peak Design Capture V3. It's supposed to be coming in on a couple days now. I don't know actually when. And I'm going to be replacing this. This is actually a really fantastic camera holster if you're just using it on your belt. But for this bag, it's not going to work that great because your camera's kind of be hanging off sideways. It's never been an issue for me. I've never had any issues with this thing at all. It just, I don't feel comfortable leaving it sideways just in case, you never know what's going to happen. So I do actually plan on replacing it with the Capture V3 eventually. But beyond that, if you notice, there's no actual tripod in this entire kit. That's why I mentioned earlier that you can actually get a Joby GorillaPod, maybe their new 3K, 1K line, and actually put one of the legs around this little loop right here. And then you can actually just fold that down and it'll be perfect. It will just sit right there and you can have a nice portable tripod with you all the time. Again, in this nice compact bag, and you never have to worry about it. Or you can just get another, like one of those Manfrotto cheap little tripods, really small, compact, convenient. Put the leg right there, it will work perfectly fine. Or maybe if you don't have these giant, big, bulky lenses like I do, you can actually just fold some stuff down and figure out how to fit it inside the bag. If you have a really nice, small, conveniently tiny tripod, you can fit in there. But overall, that is my main kit. Everything you see here is part of my main kit. And it fits in this bag perfectly. And this is basically everything I need for just on-the-go filmmaking and vlogging and everything like that. Now, I'm sure you guys have different camera bodies and different lenses and just different equipment in general. And you're gonna have to figure out how they can fit inside this bag yourself. But trust me, you'll be amazed what you can fit inside this bag. It's really worth the investment, I think, if you're trying to get the ultimate vlog slash filmmaking kit that's super compact and portable you can take with you anywhere. Before this, I had the Peak Design everyday backpack, the 20 liter, and it was nice. It wasn't that big of a bag overall, but it was still too big for my liking. It was still too much to carry around with me. And if you have an idea for a better travel-friendly vlogging slash filmmaking kit, let me know in the comments down below. Let me check those out. I really want to see what you got, because I'm always on the lookout for super travel-friendly, super convenient, easy to carry equipment to take with me on the go wherever I go, because I hate having big bulky bags and a bunch of crap I have to carry around. So please let me know in the comments down below, what is your ultimate travel-friendly vlogging slash filmmaking kit? What does it look like? What does it consist of? You can even send me pictures on Instagram. My username will be somewhere on here. It's the same on everything. It's just my full name. And I'll also leave links to all the products that I talked about in the video in the description down below, so you can go check those out. Some of them are going to be affiliate links, so I will get a kickback from it. It's not going to cost you anymore, but it will really help me out, so I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, but this video gave you some new ideas on what you can include in your own travel-friendly vlogging slash filmmaking kit, maybe consider subscribing. That'd really help me out. I really appreciate it. My goal is to get at least 2,000 subscribers before March 2nd, which is my birthday. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. But as always, my name is Joshua Joe Munoz. Stay sexy, and I'll see you sometime.